Now time to get into fitness with Gareth. How's it going?
Good, thanks, and you, D.
All right, thank you. Welcome back, the Rogue Trainer in his balls outfit. What are we chatting about today? What can people find on the website today?
Yeah, we're still talking about preparing for the Salka race, which is taking place
It's a
on
week's
Sunday.
time, eh? It's this week.
It's this Sunday.
It's
this Sunday.
yeah.
And I believe you're riding for Team Balls.
I believe so, yeah.
No, were you entered already?
No.
So
No,
you're going
I
on
was
my
going
entry.
as a support crew for
Yeah.
friends of ours, but
Okay.
I believe I'm now riding in your stead.
Okay, cool. So you're going in as me.
As you, yes.
Fantastic. Well,
So if you win, there we go.
geez, Gareth, are you at that point already? Yeah, I think it might be opportunity to lie under a picture of a yellow jersey.
There we go. That'll be great.
After it's been taken away from
I'll
me.
lie there next to you.
Yeah. All right, let's change the music. Carry on. All right, so preparing for the race now. Listen, a week to go. If you haven't trained yet,
You're stuffed.
you're stuffed, right?
It's
You're
going
poked.
to be very difficult. I must admit, I haven't trained much, so it's going to be a good 5 hours. I'm pretty sure. Simon behind me giving me a push on my bum,
What?
push on my bum up the hill.
And I'll be pushing.
Simon-
I'll be pushing Yost.
Oh,
I've got this
Simon behind me.
pushing my bum.
pushing my bum. Bad visual of Simon with his nose, like nosing you up the road.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
please
that's-
no.
It's
Alright.
going to be fun.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. Yeah. So like the day before the race, we'll chat a little bit about the day before the race. To do everything in moderation. Let's not try a Mexican meal that your mother was deciding about trying.
Especially if someone's going to be behind you.
Pushing me on my bum. Yeah, for sure.
This hot Bergwin,
Yeah.
94 Ks.
You won't carry on for very long.
So yeah, stay away from anything new and challenging, and try and eat a meal with plenty of carbohydrates, with moderate fats and protein.
So
When?
it's
The
like
day
pasta.
before?
That's the day before.
The night
yeah.
before.
Yeah,
I was-
the night before.
I was watching on on Supersport 3, the football channel, and some of these Premier League footballers were asking these sort of inane questions. One of them was, "What do you eat the day of a game?" And it's always pasta with chicken.
Okay.
Pasta with a bit of chicken. That's what they have.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
Well, that's easy on the gut. The carbohydrates are going to fuel you for the rest of the day later, and the protein will help from an amino acid point of view.
Okay. All right. So a nice little pasta.
Yeah, evening before.
All right.
Watch your protein intake though, because it does bulk up a little bit in the gut, and it could slow you down a little bit the next day because of all the pit stops you might need for the number 2 that you would have to take.
Oh, okay. How
So-
many are you planning on having in 94 Ks?
No, I'm going to park a big one before we go. Probably a bit of nerves will have something to do with that.
Yeah, for
And then I plan to be light as a feather for 94 Ks.
Well, excellent.
Would
'cause
you
you're
park
going to
that
be right behind
Would
me.
you park that at home or park it on the actual event?
I think it's best to park it at home,
Yeah.
John,
Those
because
Portaloos are
we
horrible.
can play the music again and just get our zen back, and it would be good. You know,
Let's play the appropriate music.
There
eh?
we go. There we go.
cool. So park it at home.
Park
so
it
that
at
you
home.
avoid having to park it in one of those
Are you talking
Portaloos.
about-
Oh, yes.
because they're
Exactly.
saturated with
other people's park.
You need parking
Stuff.
music, right?
There we go. Excellent. Excellent.
Just outside Krugersdorp, John Wallen needed a massive shit. Because I always feel when you go into those portaloos
Yeah.
that it's tricking my brain, because I know it should smell in there, but I know they pop something into the loo so that it doesn't
Chlorine,
smell.
yeah.
Yeah. So I know I'm actually when I'm dropping it.
Can we move on from like that? We spent the whole of fitness talking about.
Yeah. Oh, well, then let's move on to
All right,
point
fine.
number 3. Then is to not have too much water then the night before, because
Oh, really?
you would also then be stopping a little bit early in the race, of course. So
I thought you've got to hydrate yourself as much as possible.
Yeah,
That
you
during
can,
the
that's
race.
a-
you can
that's a myth.
hydrate. You can hydrate, but obviously not overhydrating, because
Okay.
the next day you will be having a problem at the beginning of the race, I'd say.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay, so that's the day before. Now,
That's the day before.
I mean, now from today until then, what? Just light rides.
yeah, light training. As I say, I mean, do everything in moderation. You know, don't try and go and do your 100k today, and then on Wednesday just to see if you can beat the time. So you should have also by this time really been taking a good bit of electrolytical drinks, as well as some chewies, so that you can sort of build up the carbs within the body to help for the race day itself.
What's a chewy? Like an energy bar.
Yeah, it's like those little gunk sort of things, high in complex carbs and amino acids.
Like
You-
energy bar and those kind of things.
well, it's almost like like a gel almost.
Oh, okay.
So it's a little bit easier on the stomach as well.
Goo? Do you recommend goo?
Yeah, goo is exactly the product that you would use. A little bit easier than or on the gut than a shawarma before you start your race. You know what I mean?
So this week, avoid any shawarmas, burgers, 500
T-bone
gram
steaks.
T-bones or
Yeah,
fillets.
yeah.
Well, I think you should avoid that anyway.
Well, it depends.
I think
Well,
after the race might be a good time to
I
have
think
one.
after the race you could probably have a cheat meal.
you could have a number of cheat meals.
Yeah. Okay.
How much
Okay.
will someone lose in one race like that? I mean, how much? I mean, Salty Snolly here weighs about 47 right now. What is he going to weigh after the race if he?
Well, that's a nice exercise. What we'll do is we'll weigh him the day before, and we'll weigh him straight afterwards. And then
But
we'll-
I don't think
we'll
you'll actually lose a hell of a lot.
About 2
No,
kilograms.
you do.
Well,
But
I
you do.
I'm pretty sure at least 2, John.
Yeah,
Two
just
kgs, do you
At
rate?
least 2 kgs.
I've
yeah.
heard of people that have lost something like 7 kilos doing comrades.
Okay, comrades, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I normally
think
lose
then
about
it's-
2, but then I put it all back on by Wednesday.
Yeah.
with those cheat meals. Then.
But yeah, because apparently, obviously, you have to shock your body. But if it's endurance, like a comrades or something like that, your body probably protects itself.
Yeah,
And you don't
for sure.
drop kgs. You know you've actually got to burn fat to lose weight.
Look, I mean, you must remember that Comrades it's an ultimate race. I mean, it's not for the faint-hearted. But then again, so I suppose is the 94.7 if you've never trained.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, interesting question. So hopefully we'll have an answer for you,
Okay.
Darren, at the end.
As Simon returns weighing 28 kilos and renames himself Bobby Sands.
Kate Moss's brother.
All right.
Right. So then the day of the event, eat a breakfast, but something that's not too bulky, of course. Maybe a bagel or some toast. Pancakes are nice. It's something nice to have in the morning and go from there. And allow for at least 2 to 3 hours for digestion before you start.
Okay. Cool. So there we go. Some handy hints and tips, and these will be on the website as well,
yeah,
right?
I'll send these. And
Okay,
we
cool.
stick
And
them
you
up.
can also listen to Gareth as well on our website at balls.co.za. You can refer back to that if you're kind of thinking, what should I do this week? Might be your first 94.7. It might not be. You might just need to find out what you should be
Anticipate
doing.
5 hours at least, eh? Simon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Well,
We're in
I'm
it.
certainly not looking to rewrite the history books.
Have you ever done something like it?
No,
No August, no nothing.
nothing, absolutely nothing. I did.
And they say it's more difficult than the Argus, eh?
The hardest thing I've done is a 2 Oceans half marathon
Oh, is it?
and a Eisner half marathon.
Oh, half marathon, not the full
Not
one.
the full one.
Okay. Now, why would it be harder than the August? Because the
I
August
don't
must
know,
have more hills.
I've heard a couple of opinions that say it is a little
I
bit
suppose
harder.
the smog.
Yeah.
The fact that you're breathing in
The fact that you could get stoned halfway through.
putrid, toxic air all day.
Conserve on that Krugersdorp Highway, Simon, because it's long.
Well, Johnny, are you not going to ride it with us? Or are you going to do your own time?
No, I'm going to
Yeah,
ride with
no,
you. I'll be
I-
with you.
Do they close those roads completely?
Yeah, they're close.
Please, thank goodness, because some of the cycle races that go on up here, they still don't. I don't know how people don't get killed, but thank goodness they do.
Well, I've heard some advice from a chap who's done it 6 times, and he's about 125 kgs. He says, uphills, make sure you give it a good old go. Downhills, just freewheel.
Just chill.
And he said uphills you should walk. Downhill you should freewheel, and just take it easy on the straight.
Well, some good news for us, Johnny, you should listen to this,
Yes.
is that our start time has apparently been moved.
Oh, I heard
Yeah.
about that.
From
Thanks
10.
to me.
Yeah,
Thanks to
'cause-
me.
Oh,
Thank you, Johnny.
John. It's
Thank
a pleasure.
Thank you. What time are we now?
I don't know. We were at 8:15.
Oh, I mean, then you cycling in the heat.
Yeah, your time is now
Yeah.
next year.
I would imagine maybe.
Are we earlier?
Seven,
I'm
I
by
think
me.
we're 7-ish
Oh,
now.
I hope
Yes.
so.
Yeah, I think so, Gareth.
Good stuff. What do you drink, John? Glenfiddich?
Are you serious?
I'll bring you anything.
Are you serious?
If we start early, it'll be great, mate.
What are you talking? Are we going to drink?
Not while we're riding, mate. After.
It makes you feel a lot less. You feel the pain a lot less, Johnny, if you clap a couple
You
of
actually
Jack
looked really
Daniels.
excited there, man. Well, we could clap one just before we go. A little bit of a finger and...
Clap a few Jacks and go for it.
That's what I thought. I thought this is something new.
Oh, no.
There's no more EPO around.
Yeah.
No, this EPA, my friend.
All right, so
Thanks,
there it is.
Gareth.
That's the 94.7 coming up. Team Balls and Team Yost. J9 Foundation going to be doing battle. So good luck to both sides. It's happening this coming Sunday.
Thanking you all.